Hi, I'm Fraser Douglas, the avid tent camper, and in this video I want to show you our camp cookware. I've already posted 2 videos about camp cookware, but neither of these 2 videos did a very good job, and so I have deleted them. And now I'm hoping this 3rd video will do the job much better. Before proceeding, let me tell you a little bit about our camping style. Ava and I typically take about 10 to 15 camping trips a year and usually stay in developed state and federal campgrounds that have water and electricity near the campsite. Most of the time, Ava and I camp by ourselves with perhaps our 5-year-old grandson, but occasionally other family members join us. We typically eat 2 meals a day in our campsite, and we like to cook a lot of foods that require long simmering times. So let me explain the principles that have guided the accumulation of our kitchen cookware set. First of all, we wanted a set of pots and pans that were large enough to cook a wide variety of meals for us and for our family when they visited us. Second, we wanted that set of pots and pans to nest well together so that it would fit into one milk crate, because we needed room in our car to pack other camping equipment. We wanted to be able to use those pots and pans to cook meals on our stove and over the campfire. And finally, we wanted to avoid aluminum pots and pans as much as possible because of several problems associated with this material. Most importantly, we're concerned about possible health problems associated with aluminum and with Teflon coatings. So let me now describe the cookware that we are currently using. First of all, we wanted at least 3 pots of varying sizes that nested together well. Now, several outdoor equipment companies make cook sets that nest together well, but these cook sets are made out of thin aluminum that we wanted to avoid because of possible health risk and because thin aluminum is poorly suited for simmering foods over low heat for long periods of time. And we also wanted to avoid titanium because it is poorly suited for simmering foods. And so we looked for good quality stainless steel and enamelware pots with either small handles or bailed handles. For example, Imusa makes a 6 and a 4 quart pot that would be very good for camping. This is a 6 quart pot and it costs $21. Most of the time we leave this pot at home because we don't need one so big for just Ava, me, and our grandson, but we do pack it whenever our family will be joining us. I believe this old 4 quart pot was made by Graniteware. I picked it up in a grocery store several years ago and it has proven to be a great camp cook pot. GSI makes several enamel cook pots of varying sizes. This 3 quart fits perfectly into our kitchen. Pathfinder makes a 4 quart and a 2 quart stainless steel bush pot with a bailed handle and a butterfly handle that is very handy. This is the 2 quart pot. I bought this little aluminum backpacking set over 15 years ago during my motorcycle camping days and can't give it up. It nests very neatly into our other pots. And finally, we pack this empty food can and primarily use it to hold our cooking utensils, but we have occasionally used it as an extra mixing bowl when we needed it. Occasionally, you may need a lid to cover a pot while the food is simmering, or perhaps to keep the dish warm after it's finished cooking, or maybe to keep the flies and bugs out, but for the most part, lids are a real nuisance. They don't nest together very well for travel, and they don't stack very well in camp. And so you're constantly trying to find a place to put your lids, and they are constantly getting in the way. On a significant number of trips, we never used them at all. And so I decided that we needed to find a better way to cover our pots. When I went to the internet, I found a universal lid that could be used to cover several different size pots. But then I realized that I already had 12-inch enamelware plates and 8-inch stainless steel plates that fit my pots perfectly. So now I use the plates to cover my pots, and in addition I can use them as serving platters or as plates when we have extra guests. Dutch ovens have been an important piece of cookware in outdoor kitchens for over 150 years. But I was reluctant to buy one for 50 years because the Dutch ovens that I saw at the time were too large to fit with my other camp cookware. Furthermore, I did not like the legs that are usually on a camp oven, and I didn't like the dome lid of the normal Dutch oven. But I enjoyed using the Dutch oven at home, and I learned to put a cake ring on the domed lid to hold the coals up there. Recently, I discovered the Bayou Classic Dutch ovens that are available in the 4-quart and 2-quart size. They have the camp oven lid, but they do not have the legs that I dislike so much. So I bought the 2-quart size, and I use a Lodge lid stand as my trivet. I have used it now to cook brownies, biscuits, Mountain Man breakfast, peach cobbler, and several other items, and really like this addition to the camp kitchen. In addition, I've used it to deep fry fish, chicken, and French fries, and I have used it as a high-sided skillet to cook bacon for a large group. Lodge also sells a 2-quart Dutch oven that costs about $45, but it has the legs. Technically, a skillet is an optional piece of kitchen equipment, and backpackers typically do not carry them. However, I would consider the skillet to be my second most important piece of kitchenware, behind my 2-quart billy pot. A 10-inch skillet seems to be the best size for our needs, but the handle makes it very difficult to pack in our milk crate. In my early camping days, I removed the handles from aluminum skillets. Then I decided to try a griddle, but realized that the griddle has very limited use. We used this camping skillet for a few years because it had a folding handle, but we gradually became afraid of the aluminum and the coating. I bought this carbon steel saute pan and cut the handle off. It worked well, but the sloped sides limited the amount of food that I could cook inside of it. About 2 years ago, we began using a cast iron skillet and would never go back to anything else. We discovered that we could pack a 10-inch skillet in our milk crate with just a small piece of the handle sticking out. Just recently, I bought this 9-inch vintage unmarked Wagner pan off of eBay, and it looks like it's going to be a great addition to our camp kitchen. It's large enough to cook the foods that we typically cook, but yet small enough to fit perfectly in the milk crate. Lodge sells a 9-inch skillet for just $13. Ava and I are not coffee drinkers, but we know several campers that consider their coffee pot to be their most important piece of cookware. And several of these coffee drinkers claim that this Chinook Timberline 3-cup or 6-cup pot is the best camp coffee pot available. Ava and I boil water in this 3-quart graniteware pot, and use it for a variety of purposes, such as making tea, hot chocolate, coffee for our guests, and cleaning our cast iron. It doesn't fit in the milk crate with our other cookware, but we can use it to hold potatoes and onions during travel. And finally, let me show you some of the utensils that we pack with our cookware set. Our other cookware includes some dish rags, wooden serving spoons, aluminum foil, a scrub brush for cleaning cast iron, a can opener, 2 lighters, a knife, a cutting board, a trivet, and a pair of tongs. Oh yes, and a hot handle holder for the cast iron skillet. Let me show you how we pack this cookware up. First, the big plates, then our 4-quart pot. Remove the lid from the Dutch oven. Whoops. Let me put some little towel down to protect the pot. Then the Dutch oven goes in. We'll put another towel down to protect that. Our little 3-quart pot, I'll remove that lid temporarily. Billy pot, remove that lid. Little backpackers set. Tin can. Now inside the tin can, I'm going to put our brush, lighters, and can opener. Now I'm going to put the 2 small lids on top. Next I'm going to take my Dutch oven lid and put it in the side. Then I'm going to put small plates inside my frying pan and slide it down. I've got the handle cover. Let's see, our utensils, I'll just slide down in a corner. The trivet, put in the other corner. The knife, I'll put down in a corner. Cutting board, I'll put behind my Dutch oven lid. Another dish towel I'll stick in just for padding. And the aluminum foil. For more information about camp kitchens, please visit my website. A link to this site is provided in the description below. Well, I hope this video gives you some good ideas about how you can prepare your camp cookware set sometime in the future. Remember, take more trips, travel further, visit more attractions, and save money. Go tent camping.